Don't start shit if you ain't ready to get hit.
Well, allow me to drop some knowledge.
We have to disagree. I saw the Sailor Moon outfit.
Yeah, that. Oh, this. No, that's not it. Where the hell is it? Okay, what? Go to the top of your screen in that corner. It looks like a grid. You should change your view. It'll say grid view, speaker view, together mode, large grid. I'm on large grid.
You said large grid?
Yeah.
I don't see that shit.
Hit your screen on the top. It'll say meeting with BMF. Next to it it's like it looks like it's a square.
Oh,
like,
there we go. Got it.
Y'all all set?
Yeah, I feel much better.
All right. What's poppin', my BMF army? It's your favorite Jedi, BMF goddess. Here today with two of my returning co-hosts, Chris and Jay. We have a newcomer, Rishi. I'm saying your name right?
Yeah. Hey,
Welcome.
how's it going, everyone? Thank you so much.
I'll call him Thor.
A little bit about yourself because the audience is not familiar with you.
I'm a longtime wrestling fan. I used to work as a personal trainer now I'm working social work. But I've been watching wrestling for years. I guess that's like the easiest way I was able to get in contact with everyone. We all love wrestling. That's our thing. I don't know. I'm pretty basic. Just a regular guy.
Chris, can I see front of the TV?
I got you, my fault. I love The Undertaker, bro. We needed to see you.
So where you from, Rishi?
I'm from Flushing, Queens.
Nice. All right, another Queens native next to Jay.
Represent.
Right. So today's topic was actually fan picked a few months back when I threw up one of my send your topics that you want me to discuss. Someone sent me toxic femininity. And it just so happens to be in between the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard drama. So I wanted to be all over it, especially because I feel like this topic really needs to be brought up. It's not done so enough. Like, as far as the toxicity and the abusive behavior is often geared towards men. In the fashion that men are the perpetrators all the time, but that's not always the case. What is toxic femininity? There actually are two meanings, which I learned today because I was just thinking about obviously what we all think of toxic females, and It's actually the other meaning is a concept that restricts women being cooperative, passive, sexually submissive, gentle, and deriving their value through physical beauty while being pleasing to men. We're not talking about that. We're talking about toxic bitches. Let's just put it that way. I don't like to use that word. In this case, it applies. Whoever has the background noise,
I couldn't hear you. You gotta get closer to the mic.
is who has the background noise going on over here?
Chris. No, I don't.
I have a little bit of noise, but it's not. It's just people passing by. Nothing really loud.
Now? You hear me?
Why am I saying Chris is late? That's what I'm like still kind of like processing right now.
I really don't know, bro, cause my camera, like, I can't even see myself. All see y'all.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Try just hitting the screen in the middle. See if it turns around or something. You have the option to turn the camera around.
Yo, he was mad chill. He had like the camera literally on his leg, like, yeah, I'm chilling in my crib and shit. Like,
There we
Yo,
go.
I
You
don't
got,
know
whoa! You got it.
I don't know what's
Try
going
it.
on.
Got it. You know why? Because Skype does that sometimes, where you can't see the screen, but we can see you.
I
Whatever
can
Yeah.
see all. I can see all.
whatever you did, do it again.
All right, can y'all see me?
Right now, stop. Don't touch your screen.
don't touch your phone. No breathe. I'm just kidding.
Keep it in front of you. Okay. Now, when I told the person who came up with the subject, what they really meant was a toxic female. And the definition for that is females. And honestly, this definition can go for both female and male, but today we're talking about females. Are, in general, people who love to manipulate those around them to get what they want. This means lying, bending the truth, exaggerating, or leaving out information so that you can take certain action to have a certain opinion of them. They'll do whatever it takes, even if it means hurting other people. So I want to know what each of you feel like are other examples of toxic women.
From what I experienced, I feel that toxic women, women that constantly, no matter like what the man would do, it's not good enough. Like a woman will constantly belittle her man. Um, I guess would take advantage of his kindness. For example, like someone that would a woman like let's say like a guy just something very sweet like surprise date after work for his woman, um and that would make someone feel very good, like like oh god, you thought about surprising me, like that. A thought of that would usually make someone feel good and special. An example of someone toxic would be, someone that complains about the small things, about how come we're not going to this particular place, or why not, or why don't we do this thing, like someone I feel that's toxic is someone doesn't appreciate the positives that their significant other is doing. But and it's gonna apply to a guy as well. But from what I've seen, because I never went through this myself, but I've been the friend that people would vent to, and this will be one of the things that's constantly brought up, is just feeling like they're not, the woman making the guy feel that they're not good enough, no matter what they do, and constantly trying to belittle them, and double standards is a huge sign of toxicity, because I feel that partnership equal, like I just read today, I read an article today. They say 50-50 in a relationship is bullshit. If you want a relationship to work, it has to be 100. So
Right.
that's my
Agree
thoughts on that.
100%.
Yeah, everyone has to give 100%. You can't have one person giving, because if you're with someone and they're giving 50%, you know what that means? You're half-assing the relationship. You want someone that's giving 100%,
Right.
no matter what.
They came up with that
Uh-huh.
anyway, because it should be 100 for you.
Well, I don't know. Like,
I know.
Yo,
I understand the concept half and half, because you do half and half and you together and that.
it's our little Chris.
like, I
It's our little Chris. He was like, oh no.
Like,
terrible.
I'll be honest. It's not like agree to disagree. Well, yeah, it is. I agree with some parts, but then I disagree with the other part, which is the 100%, because the only simple fact of the matter that I've been in relationships like that, and what's crazy is that the men would be called toxic. You get what I'm saying? And right away, everything we do is like, oh my God, like, yo, you do this bothers me, this bothers me, and it's like, yo, everything I do or say or want to do is a bother. So who's the real toxic one here then? Because I'm sorry, but when me, I'm a firm believer in like, I get the 100%, but every relationship is not 100%, because to me 100% is perfect, and ain't no relationship perfect. Because if it's perfect, then somebody doing something behind
Right.
each other. You feel
Right.
me? And we don't live in a perfect world. We live in reality. So
Yeah,
Ooh.
I agree with that. But
and how I was groomed and how I was raised was everything is 50-50. What you call it? And one of the gems that I was always told and left with was one hand washes the other. And if
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree.
hands are being washed, then they're just dirty ass hands. So it's like, what is the point of being in a relationship in the first place if on both hands, or if each hand can't be cleaned by each other? So
yeah,
Exactly.
that makes sense. I see what you're saying, because what you're saying
yeah,
is, like, even when things get bad, with the other person still step up and
exactly. But
but the 100, it means that no matter what the circumstances are, you're both still making the effort 100%.
no,
It
no, no.
doesn't mean
I,
it doesn't mean that it's gonna be perfect at all times. It means that it could be bad today. Like something can happen. God
uh-huh.
forbid. You both make the effort 100%.
Oh,
100% doesn't mean it doesn't mean like 100 as in it's always gonna be
oh, no,
perfect, spot
no.
on all the time.
I get that. I get that, and I respect what you're saying. But what I'm saying is this: is that, see, some women today, and I've been dating women since what, I was 15. So I had my fair share,
I think all of us have, but all right.
lot of different shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
be real with you, 100% real with you. I I was taught this, and I get what you're saying. I do, I'm a piggyback off that. But also, you got to understand this. Yeah, 100%, is, putting all putting both y'all shit in. You feel me? Y'all putting all y'all balls into one bag, and we're gonna see it through. But the reason why certain females will flip the script when it comes to toxic will be that some understand some females don't understand that obligation in a relationship is real. People misconstrue obligation to must. No, I don't, or no, matter of fact, not must, to have to. No. I don't have to do anything. You get what I'm saying? I'm obligated, and I can contribute, but have to. And that's the thing. And it goes for both. So I'm not trying to sound sexist or anything. But if we're talking about women today, some women will never understand. They they're just straight on, oh, well, you know what? If you can only contribute to my happiness and not make me happy, then I don't know why I should be with you. First of all, sweetheart, I'm not I'm not obligated to I'm not I'm not I'm not ordered to make no one happy. I can
Wasn't
I
so happy and they add to it.
Yeah,
exactly
exactly. You
I
know,
can
yeah, Will
It's
Smith
true.
said that.
thing
That's
is
actually Will
I
Smith.
can
He said
contribute
two
to this
people come together to be happy.
exactly. But you're not gonna sit there and tell me, oh, as your man, I gotta do this. No, 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 no.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah, I agree with that
gotta
100%.
I do agree.
you got the standards of a relationship all fucked up. Because the
Because
last time I checked, when my uncle told me this. This is what my uncle told me. He said, "Yo, being in a relationship when you first start out is like being on an interview. You interview each other. You ask each other, hey, what is it that you can do for me that I can't do for myself? And if a woman cannot tell you something to blow your mind, then right away that you know you're not supposed to be with her. You can give it a try because everybody deserves a chance. But in all reality, do you really want to waste a chance on someone that can't even in the interview process tell you, hey, you know what? I know you can wash your ass. I know you can eat. I know you can wash your clothes. I know you don't do sex like that. But hey, how about I can do this? I can change your life. I can mind fuck you in ways where you don't have to be like that. I can help you with your mental situation. I can embrace your emotions. I can build you up. Things like that that never been said in a relationship before. Because why? Because what happens is what we do that puppy love shit, and it's gonna always happen because it's human nature. We're human beings. So what we're
it's
gonna
the honeymoon phase, basically.
do
That's what it is.
we all are gonna face that. There's not one time in any relationship on God's green earth that you're gonna sit there and go, no, I started my relationship when if we were just friends and shit. No, bullshit. Because when you meet someone and that attraction starts, it can go either two ways, or not even two ways. It can go multiple ways, but it's never it's never straight. It's never down the road. It's always we gotta go to the bodega first, then back home, then downstairs to talk to people, then we get on the train, and then we go out. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, it's a process. It's always be a process.
I,
You want, and I feel that I'm someone that's very straightforward. I always tell it like it is. Um, I feel that currently today, from what I see, I feel that there's people on both sides that look down upon that. That honestly like in my opinion, when someone says this person has game, I in my opinion, I see that as quote unquote this person knows how to manipulate. This person knows how to lie and get what they want. That's how I see when they say quote unquote this person has game. I'm someone that's very straightforward, and I always like all my intentions to be known from the start because time is extremely valuable. I don't want to waste anyone's time, and I don't want my time to be wasted. So I always let everything be known from the get go, like and everything, even the small things. The small things build up over time. But I think that's what I think that's what I feel that society should be a bit more strenuous on is just being
but
honest up
But
front.
but here, hold on. But let me stop you there though, because that's the thing. Like, let's say like I post like BMS saw what I post, and Chris, I can imagine you saw what I post about how relationship is now this generation. And what's making it worse, like I remember me telling this to my best friend. Things got flipped. Like now, instead of the guys playing the games, now it's the women doing that. Like it flipped. The script is switched already. Now the women is using what we used to use to get what we want, and they're doing that to us now. Right. But the main thing that guys were doing it just to get some ass. Girls, women nowadays, some of them, because I don't want to put all categories, some women nowadays are doing it to guys that don't deserve that. There's guys actually want that chance, but they don't know who they're picking on, and they don't know who they actually need to do that to. Because there are guys that do deserve to get fucking karma and shit. I admit that. But the problem with society now, like, think about it. You go on the first date, you said it yourself, Chris, we gotta interview each other. How you interview when you're on the fucking phone worrying about social media and all that other bullshit when you're supposed to enjoy the company there?
Exactly.
And
There's
women,
no more engagement anymore. There's no more engagement.
If I'm chilling with people and they're on their fucking phones, so imagine fucking date, bro. First of all, that's complete turn off. I wouldn't want to.
That's a red flag. And who does that the most, and I hate to say this, who does that the most are females. Women have been doing that lately.
But check this out. Really quick.
I will admit, I mean, not me, but it's true. It's true.
No, but I see that a lot. Yeah, that's always to be a red flag. Because if they can't give you their attention, then they're not interested in you, and then they're not valuing you.
But not even that. You know what it is? You could give them all the attention they want. Like, let's say the girl wants your attention. Fine, she's gonna get it regardless. But for some reason nowadays, the main guy's attention is not important anymore for them. Like, they need more. Why? Because you know what it is? Here's the thing though. The fucking social media influencers, right? Like, for instance, like the Ace family, all those other bullshit YouTubers and all of them, because they see that those women are so free to do whatever the fuck they want on TikTok, Instagram, and all that bullshit, and get that attention, and they don't give a fuck. They think modern men like us are gonna tolerate that. We don't tolerate that shit. Because,
but hold on real quick. So y'all said excellent points. Everybody has said, but the one thing nobody tends to mention was this. Going back to what Jay said, yo, Chris, you said the interview part. Yeah, but check this out. Where we fuck up as men at, and we do it too, is every time we meet a woman, and every time a woman meets a man, we're not meeting them. We're meeting their representatives, brother. So
I agree.
Yeah,
so I agree. We're not giving them the real impression of who we really are. That is. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, that's 100%.
I mean, listen, but women, you know what women do, and this is what I take from being raised with nothing but women in the family, and I've seen it.
I guarantee I'm gonna agree with you 100% with this.
Crazy shit like this. A woman, the first 30 seconds of seeing a man is guaranteed. Oh, am I gonna talk to him? Am I gonna fuck him? Am I gonna do all this? If she can give 30 seconds to herself by analyzing you, when you fall into that trap as men, because we all do it, because we're sometimes some men, and this day and age exactly, because it's all about babies making babies and babies being with each other. And like my coach said, it's like the blind leading the blind. So
exactly. My coach said the same shit.
Us old school men, where we fuck up at, and we end up in toxic bullshit, is that we used to think with our dicks instead of our heads. So because we thought between our legs, we're trapped in a situation where we're like, motherfucker, damn, I'm dancing with the devil. How can I?
That's true.
How can I stop dancing with the devil? And
sometimes all that time.
and that I agree with you 100%, because look, only BMF knows in reality what happened to me 2.5 months ago. BMF knows, and I'm not gonna expose it because that's something personally that I'm gonna keep it to myself. That's when I realized what the fuck I got myself into. Because nowadays, females, you know what it is? When a female meet an old school dude like myself, I admit it, I'm old school. BMF knows, Rishi knows I'm old school.
I know
He's
you.
seen me.
I know how you.
He's seen me in person. He's seen how I am around
You're
people.
extremely old, like 100%. And I appreciate that, but then I can see that some people get intimidated by that because they don't like.
Yeah, and it is. No, and you just brought up the exact word, literally, that you literally took the word out of my mouth. The intimidation of when women see an old school guy, they can't get in here. They can't get in the guy's head. But you know what they do? They get other people involved. They get a third party just so they don't feel alone. Some, not all. And one reason why, if they know that an old school man's mind is so strong enough to not be defeated that quickly, but I'm gonna tell you something. They will find a way to hurt you emotionally instead of mentally because they know mentally you can never fall for any trap. But emotionally, everyone's human. We all bleed, we all cry, we all get mad, we all get happy. Emotionally, it's something we can never control of. But mentally, we could when we're strong enough to realize the reality how it works. So that's the problem nowadays. Nowadays, women when they see the old school guys, and if they're toxic themselves, they're gonna try to, like, for instance, they're gonna contradict themselves. They're gonna blame you what they're actually doing instead of noticing the real truth, what the guy's really trying to do. Like, for instance, like, if I'm going left, they want to go right.
You know what it is, Jay, too? Is that, listen, we're all old school here, right? We're all old school. We're all brought up old school mentality, all that. What it is that you got to understand, in this day and age, we got mixed up. People don't see that. And this is what my supervisor told me. The generations, they changed, right? Obviously.
What are these, the millennials?
Listen, but where we fucked up is that no, we didn't fuck up. Where the generation fucked up was us late 80s, people that were born in the late 80s and we grew up in the 90s. Bro, the fucking 90s just happened to mix with all the new shit that just occurred now. So now we can't deal with, I'm not gonna shit on old women, but we can't deal with the real women. The women that came before us, the women that are just like our mother, or what our dads had, or like shit like that.
But let me
listen. We're dealing with the fact that some women now these days, they don't know what an average Joe man is. Average Joe is a guy that's working, a straightforward guy, a guy that's
he likes to live a personal life.
I'm gonna do what I need to do for me and also do for you. And I'm gonna show you how real men take care of women. Some women can adapt to that. Why? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because some women, and I hate to say this, some women have daddy issues, or some women get older and feel like throwing the pussy around is the best way to be, or they're surrounded by nothing but a group of people that fill their mind with, yo.
Giving you a round of applause because thank you. You said exactly what I've been saying to everybody lately. Thank you.
When they see when they encounter men like us that are one in a million, and we're matter of fact, we're like fucking 4-leaf clovers. We're rare. We're like fucking Pokemon, bro. That when they get that rare man, they're like, oh shit.
They're not used to it. They're not used to it.
And
sometimes they get turned off because they're not used to it. They never experienced that before.
But let me stop you there though. Not every woman after our generation is all fucking corrupted too. Because think about it. I'm seeing titis, I'm seeing even cousins that are like 7 years older than us doing what young people are doing. And I'm looking at them like, what the fuck are y'all doing? We're supposed to set an example to lead them better instead of fucking following them. They're supposed to be following us. And that's what's wrong with women nowadays. And I hate to say it. Can I just say it? I'm just going to fucking say it. Elon Musk needs to buy TikTok and shut that shit down. Because that is fucking every woman's brain up. I'm gonna just say it. I don't care. Fuck yourself. If y'all hate me for that, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna fuck.
Well, yeah,
Fight me.
what it's done, what TikTok has done, it's
Shit.
made everyone's attention span so short because people they don't want to hear the entire story of someone. They just want to
Mm-hmm.
hear like the small bits and highlights of it, and it creates a lot of
Yeah.
it makes it hard. It makes it hard to be genuine because people are just looking at
It's
15
hard.
seconds of a clip and they're just judging, and that they carry that same mindset over to like let's say the interview phase, like you said, like that's why people these days are less engaging in conversation because as soon as you talk for more than 30 seconds, their mind is like shifted away from what you're saying because you're so used
Exactly.
to that TikTok mentality.
Yeah. It's
But
crazy.
That's why I can't make TikTok videos. I
but
tried
you
to
know
do
what it is?
it. I
And
can't
I'm gonna
do
be
it.
real with you. I think it is. I also think is this, and I'm gonna give you a narrative about my experience. I'm not gonna say no names, but I'm gonna say it like this. When I first moved to Florida 3 years ago, right? I met
Mm-hmm.
Shorty and she's really not from Florida, but whatever the case may be is what I would say before I continue is this is that I thank her for allowing me to be where I'm at now because if I didn't get the push or the little support, I wouldn't know where I'm at. That I give credit where credit is due. But but the reason why I'm giving you this narrative is because what happened was that someone around my age, and what's crazy is you have to sit back and take a good look at that person and be like, yo, hold up. This person has 2 kids, a roof over their head, a job, and is still trying to be a player, want to go behind my back and do yada yada yada, and mess with their BD and shit like that. But then it's like they want to put a show for me. They want to juggle. They want to be a clown behind my back, but in closed doors when it's between me and her, it's yo, I'm all about you. I'm all about you. I'm all about you. And then right
And that's
when you listen, when you call them out on it, it's nigga, you crazy. Yo, you be making shit up in your head. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, yo, hold the fuck up. How am how am I making all this shit up when I see you do it? Bro,
exactly.
so it's like, how the fuck am I the crazy one that all that? And then what's crazy is even before that, check this out. Even before that, I'm not gonna say, like I said, I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna call that
No, no
person out.
names. Let's keep it.
So
Let's keep it on the books.
someone for 3.5 years of my life, put the ring on it and all that. Come to find out, it was like the Eminem song playing with her. The skeletons in my closet. All these skeletons started coming out. Then yo, y'all remember the sidekick?
Yeah.
You remember when we used to when you could get AOL Messenger?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So check this out. Oh, for 3.5 years, I'm dedicated. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And all of a sudden, I get an AOL messenger from a person that doesn't even shouldn't be having my information. And old boy goes, yo, bro, listen, I'm just letting you know that she be doing this, 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 this. So if you really think she's faithful, then I don't know. And when I question on it, oh, by the way, that's not real. That's not fake. That's not. Yeah, it's not. So then you know what? If it's not, then let's both question it. Let's go. Let's go and take this on. Let's take this on a face-to-face matter. If it's not true, oh, right away the table. Right away it's defense mode. Right away it became an argument. It became this, that, and the third, and it was like, and then it was to the point where now years later, all of a sudden this person want to use something that's between me and her against me because she holds a grudge on the fact that a couple years ago, Vika, I cheated. Oh, so every time this is what I don't understand. We're so toxic, right? Men are mainly the toxic one. When you narrow it down, women will always say men are more toxic than them. But you know what's so crazy? What's crazy is that when they cheat, they always say, "Oh, but look what you was doing." You know, all this assuming shit, all you acting crazy, all these fights. First of all, I didn't know that a fight between two people in a relationship, I didn't know arguing, and I didn't know that dick assuming makes you fall onto another nigga's dick.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't think that,
I'm sorry, that was too funny.
Yeah,
don't think that,
No, but
what
it's
you
true though, because here's the thing though,
absolutely.
like that part I can't relate the whole cheating part, but what I could relate is that, like, let's say, all right, for instance, like we said, we're off records of all the people's names, but this has to do with the same person because, like I said, EMF knows it
Right.
was like a fucking mission what I had to go through with this person. And here's the thing though, you complain, but here's the thing I hate. You complain about me. Now everyone knows I'm cool with everybody, and Rishi saw majority of the friends I had. And BMF is noticing all the friends I have. Majority of my friends are females. Why? Because I was raised by women like you, Chris. I was raised by a lot of women. And I'm comfortable with females because it's a testosterone with a male and male. They want to compete. They want to be like, oh, I bet y'all could get that girl, all this and that. I'm done with that. That's kids shit. That's child game. I'm done with that lifestyle.
Yeah, you can't have friends like that anymore.
I
Like,
can't.
when you're a certain age, you can't be around that type of environment.
Exactly. So
You don't go anywhere. You don't move anywhere.
But here's the thing though. But here's the thing, Richie. So what I went through was the thing is like, all right. So for instance, I could like a girl's pic, or I could hang out with a girl that I knew for years. And if something would have happened, it would have happened a long time ago. It would have happened now. Why would it happen now when that person knows I'm taken? And sometimes most of the friends I have are married too. But we just have a good relationship as a friend. Some of them I got a good relationship as family. But then, like you said, but when you confront them about the shit they're doing,
Right.
it's different. It's fucking different. Like no, but what you're doing is wrong. But what I'm doing is not like no. You're hanging out. Listen to this. Toxic women, in all honesty, 90% of the time they hang out with guys that aren't with that girl, and they don't notice that. When a guy gives you that much of a fucking attention, for instance, this dickhead fucking knows I'm with her, and he's sending flowers. He's texting her saying beautiful poems and shit, and I'm seeing all of that. But then the moment, here's the thing. But the moment I'm liking a picture of my friend doing some crazy photo shoots, oh, I'm playing my girl. Oh, I'm playing the girl. I'm like, what the fuck?
yo, bro, you know what's crazy? It always happens like that. Check this out. Because you brought up that scenario, you know what I cannot stand? Some women are so quick to be like, yo, you too friendly, you too this, you too that, right? But check this out. Right away, you're like, oh, yo, I got a homeboy that's my best friend. Sorry, listen, I'm gonna be real, and you know, if BMF want to comment, she can. But I'm
She's
sorry.
going to. I see it in her face already.
When it comes to that, listen, but when it comes to that, I'm sorry. First and foremost, I don't believe in that bullshit because I'm sorry, but I honestly feel from my experience, maybe other people didn't experience it, but I know I experienced it, that me, when it comes to, oh, female, yo, I got a guy best friend. Yeah, I'm sorry, but he can't be your friend while I'm with you. Maybe y'all can continue that best friend shit after I'm gone. Because why? Because I don't play that shit. Because I had an experience in high school where me, you know, I'm getting older and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna play children's games. I'm not gonna be that jealous, insecure nigga because obviously I'm good with myself. I love myself enough to not do that. So I gave it the benefit of the doubt. Come to find out, yo, she ended up at a party with homeboy, this and that, and then come to find out niggas fucked each other after the party. And
My boy went through the same shit in high school.
Friends, right? This is what I'm talking about. First of all, I borderline do not believe that people can even be friends of the opposite sex.
Thank you.
You guys are my homies. Definitely consider you guys friends, but that is very rare to find. Just that.
It's rare. It is rare. But here's the thing, like, Like I said, most of my friends are female. So like, but no matter what, here's the difference between some girls and some guys. When
Yeah.
I say I have female friends, and I admit it, two of them, I look at them like they're my sisters. No matter what, I'ma love them to my sisters. Their kids are automatically my nieces and nephews because I grew up with them. And
Right.
then my other, and but here's the thing about these. I said two, three women. I'm gonna say this. The reason why is because we grew up in that brother and sister bonding. But when a female, let's say, like, because here's the thing that they did, what I love about them, they automatically, because they're rad, they're old school themselves as well. They will tell, like, let's say a guy they're with, or even the guy they're married with right now, the first person they will actually bring up is me. Be like, yo, just to let you know, I have history with this dude. Meaning, I grew up with him. He's like a brother. He's family. My mom knows him. My dad knows him. His family knows my family. See, when the women do that, right away, he's giving you a heads up. But then at the same time, I do understand from a man's standpoint that I don't know why Rishi left. On a man's standpoint, like, like, hold up, like, why is he still sticking around though? Or why is this, and that? That I do understand. But here's the thing though. I have to put myself in both shoes in a way like he said, I can't be jealous because I'm also that guy. I do have female friends that I never did anything with them, never saw them that way. Thankfully, all of them never saw me that way either. So we always had that mutual respect. Because at the end of the day, I even told her, like, here's the thing, like I said, when I went through this girl, she wanted me to block certain people because of her insecurities. But right away, if I tell her to block somebody right now, it'll take her a week or a month or come up with a little bit of an excuse. Oh, but he's not like that. All right, if he's not threatening, then why you threatening about the females I have when they all been supportive and freaking telling you, yo, I'm so happy Jay deserves a wifey, he deserves this, he deserves that because he's been through a lot. But yeah, but these are the guys that I'm looking at and I'm seeing it on the message, calling you amor, hermosa, bebé, all that shit. But then these girls are not even saying nothing to me. They're saying, yo, what up, bro? What up, Jay? What up? Like, even some of them will be like, yo, what up, nigga? And I'll be laughing because I'm like, yo, they're talking to me like I'm a homie. And that's what I like. I like that they talk to me like a bro. If
Right.
they will start talking to a girl like that you with, and she's accepting it, then fine, because that means she's seeing them already as bros. She's not seeing them as this could be my option. Because there's times that girls think that we don't realize it. When you have guys around like that, those are your fucking options. Because if I fail, you have pieces to pick up. And I'm not stupid because guys don't do that. And old school guys, they get out of a relationship, they focus on themselves. Yeah, maybe a month or two or three, 6 months from now, we'll probably start talking to somebody or we just mess around or whatever, but we focus on us first. We don't get on the next relationship right away. But it's always the females right away. 3 months later, boom, new relationship. 4 months later, boom, a new relationship. Blah, 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 blah. Why? Because you kept them around. You gave them those hopes.
You know what's
And that's
crazy? Not to cut you off, but
Mhm.
everything you said is a big Snapple fact, my nigga. I 100%, 1,000 agree with you. But you know what's crazy too?
It's true.
Now that I hear all this, and it got me thinking, bro. What's crazy is two things. The first thing is when you tell some females, oh yo, just know that this is what I want within a female. This is what I would like to have. Da 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 da. But the one thing is, yo, I just know I'm always 10 steps ahead. Right away, you say some shit like that. The ones that are not built mentality wise will be like, oh, automatic, you're toxic. But wait, how? Because why? Because I'm always 10 steps ahead of the game. Why? Because I'm not gonna allow you to sit there and play me, and then what? You want me to be your bitch? You want me to dead ass? You want me to dead ass continue a situation with you that I know that down the road it ain't gonna survive because you already tarnished it? Then the second thing is I put, you know that NGL shit, whatever. the anonymous shit. One person said, "Oh," I had to laugh. The person said, "Oh, you're toxic, whatever." And that's why I didn't give you it. I'm like, they said we didn't work out because you're toxic. Me, I could have violated and all that, but what I did was laugh at it. Why? Because I'm happy at where I'm at. You feel me? I'm happy with who I am with and all that, and I don't need to pay attention to shit like that. But the reason why I laughed at it was because I'm like, wait, hold up. You got the balls to anonymously get on the gram, say that for public eyes to see, but then again, there's always a cause and effect to a situation. So if you feel that deeply about me being so toxic, what caused me to be so toxic?
Exactly.
Like, in my job as security, there's always a who, a when, a where, and a why. Just like a relationship. What causes it to trickle down? The who, the why, and the when.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're not going down those three things, you're not gonna sit there and just point the finger at me because you think it's fingers.
And Chris, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That you 100% on that, bro. Because in all honesty, like I agree with you 100% on that because that it is true. That's the thing that, like, for instance, like BMF knows. I tell her majority of all the arguments I had with my toxic experience, and I told her if I'm questioning you about something, why are you going? Like, if I'm questioning you this way, why are you going this way to avoid it? And make it seem like I'm the one that's fucking up. Because like for instance, now I'm gonna put this on record because I don't give a shit. And I know a lot of my friends from the handball course watches when I do my podcast with BMF. And I don't give a fuck. Go on record. Fuck victory right now. Why? Because I saw a lot of shady shit for the past couple of fucking days. And it had to do with who I was with. If I'm bringing you in my personal life, it doesn't mean it's an invitation for you to know who I am or who I'm with. Whatever I go through with that person, like BMF even said it, that's between me and that person. I found out the real truth why I went through that shit 2.5 months ago. It was simultaneously her fault, but I found out it was someone else's fault. So I'm gonna fucking take care of that person real soon. But other than that, at the end of the day, when people get involved, and this is the thing, like you said, strong-minded women nowadays are not that strong. Most of them, they get manipulated so fucking easily, and when they get toxic with the wrong person, then they wonder why they're not in a stable relationship anymore. Then they wonder why all the good guys are gone. Why they're not? Where the gentlemen at? Where are these at? Bitch, you ruined them. You fucked it up by getting these people involved. Because why? And like you said, they do this anonymously, or they do it by fake profile, they do it by fake texting, fake all of that. And that's the problem nowadays too. These technology phones we got, people are getting away with stupid shit that's causing a female to be more toxic than ever. Like for instance, they're already talking about that like you said, they're trying to blackmail me. Oh, you cheating on this person, you going out with a different bitch and this and that. And then I also, here's the thing, I know how to reverse psychology a person. This fucking dickhead believed me because I wanted to see what he was about. And guess what? He did it. He right away behind my back hit up my ex. I saw that coming one by one, one by one. That's why I'm officially saying fuck that park. Because if I go to that park, I become John Wick. I'm going to go on a murder spree. But they're not worth it because they just showed me that I can never connect my handball circle with my personal life circle that I have. Because it shows that there's envious, there's people that just want to ruin other people's lives. And by manipulating a woman that's already toxic enough, you're creating that woman into a monster toxic. Like you're putting her at a different fucking level. And all they're doing, for instance, if you move on from a toxic person, you can tell who was and who wasn't. A real person that was never toxic in a relationship was trying to be fair and do whatever, they don't talk about the relationship no more. They don't even want to bring it up because it's time for them to move on from it. It's in the past. It's behind them. Now they got to go forward.
Like when you have beef with someone and the one that was phony is the one talking shit forever, trying to get other people not to like you.
Exactly.
Toxic one.
And they the ones that mention you on social media. Oh, they throw subs at you. They do that. Social media doesn't bug me. But what I don't like is that, for instance, I'm not even confronting you face to face because I know face to face, I'm gonna fucking risk my life for what? For your stupidity? No, I'm not gonna risk it for stupidity. Because here's the thing. One, we all know, all three of us is a big fan of sports. Wrestling and MMA. I'm in my MMA. As you can see, hopefully you guys are noticing it. I'm dropping weight like crazy because I'm getting ready for October. And here's the thing. I'm not risking my license for someone that wants to be toxic and other people want to get involved just to make what? For her to get rid of me. That's what y'all wanted. And that's the thing that I always tell everybody. Y'all need to have a strong mind.
You know what's crazy? Your situation and Johnny Depp's situation is so similar in that fashion where she just
And
tried
guess what?
your life.
I won that case. I won my case. I won my case. My case got dropped. And you know why I got dropped? Because, well, Amber Heard was playing a fucking act. She admittedly told them what really happened. And that was a good thing. I'm going to be honest, like you said, give credit where credit is due. I thank her for that. She stepped up and told them, no, my friend wrote the report, this and this and that. This what happened. I was like, whatever, you know? I give her credit for that. But here's the thing too. What I'm noticing lately now too. When you confront those people that cause problem with a toxic person, they hide. Why they gotta hide? I ain't gonna fuck you up. I'm not gonna fight you. I just want to know what is your idea to do this. What's causing problem? And that's what relationships lack on. Stop getting involved the third party. Even let's say BMF is correct about all her advice. I agree with her 100%. But what I like about BMF, like what I know she's gonna do is gonna respect my choice because that's my life. If it benefits me and it's what I believe that is gonna be perfect for me, or not perfect, but good for me, she at least is gonna respect it. She's not gonna go behind my back and be like, yo, I don't know why Jay fucking doing this shit, blah, 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 blah. No, because that's not what a real friend does. Lately, nowadays, these fucking people see that you have something good, they want to take it away. They see another chance, they want to take it away. And then toxic women, of course, they believe strangers technically than the guy they're with that did a lot of things and proves them wrong all the time.
Chris from jump when he started seeing this girl, I already saw the red flags. I knew everything. But you know, people have to learn on their own. I'm gonna be your friend. I'm gonna give you the advice that you need, and I'm gonna support your decisions. They're yours, just like you said, it's your life. And I'm gonna be there when shit fucks up and you need somebody to regardless. I just wanna go through the signs of if you've got a toxic woman or if you dealt with one. Here are a few signs that'll tell you. The first one is you're emotionally exhausted after an encounter with them. Second, they try to intimidate you to get their way. I think she probably checks all these boxes. The third is they try to control you by guilt tripping you.
Yeah.
Just put my name in it. That's it. Like Jay went through this.
4, they are easily jealous or insecure.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Number 5, they constantly try to control what you do.
Yup.
Yes.
Number 6, they constantly see themselves as victims.
Yes.
Number 7, they give backhanded compliments. For example, your work was surprisingly good.
Okay, I didn't get that. She always compliments me, so I'm good. All right, she didn't get a check on that one.
Number number 7, they're overly defensive.
Yes.
And last but not least, they're physically abusive to you in any way. And by what I mean by this, because so often in this society, men are not considered the victims, and as often, we cater to women. Women are, you're not supposed to even push your man. Don't shove him, nothing. No fingers on him in a harmful manner or aggressive manner. All of that is toxic. It is not okay. As far as my experience, I have experienced this with women. I am bisexual. I've dated a woman who she
I
was
had a
the
friend that went through it.
she was the type that I had to take a picture of where I was at to prove I was there and who I was with. She wanted me to call her in the morning, call her when I leave the house, when I get to my destination, when I'm an hour into my destination. This is toxic.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
also, and they keep bringing up of something they think they know that their they made their imagination into their own reality. Like whatever the person's put in their brain, they think is real. When we're all just sitting there like this. Because you know what I love? I love getting text messages. So how's that bitch you're fucking? I don't know. You tell me because it seems like you know more than I do. Like you know what I'm doing. I don't know where my dick has been going since you know. Shit. Tell me how I'm fucking her. Is she at least pretty at least? Like I want to know. But that's the thing. Like they don't think that. They don't realize none of that shit. And here's another thing too. Can I just put this on record? Guys, if you're gonna pretend to be me in any level, I'm gonna give you guys some advice. Learn how to text like me, first of all, because I don't put short words like baby with BB. No, I spell it out. That's one. And two, I don't respond if the person's talking Spanish because I don't understand Spanish in texting. And three, most importantly, motherfucker, I have an Android. Why are you texting back that fake profile with an iPhone? Because we saw the FaceTime logo. So if you're gonna try anything to make me look like I cheated on my ex, or you're gonna make me look like I was a toxic one, congratulations. You're stupid in every different fucking situation.
I
So
wouldn't be surprised if she was involved with any of that.
the sad part is you're like the ninth person that fucking told me that. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because they mentioned things that only me and her know. I never spoke about it or never told nobody a certain things. But but what made it more obvious that is people from the park or because these are people that are pranking, they've been pranking us for a while. So and they've done it already when I was with her. So that's why it's like a 60-40% chance that it could be some people that really hates her and hates me, but it could also, like I said, because what made it weird of all of that is that it escalated it. It escalated it to the point that the kids got involved. It escalated to the point that now her family, my family got involved. But my family won't get involved because they know for a fact I'll shut them down real quick. And that's one thing like I always tell everybody. If there's a problem between me and you deal it between me and you. And toxic people don't like dealing it by themselves. They need to have a backup. They need to have somebody to try to go against you. But the moment I put the evidence there, like for instance, with my ex fiance, now she's married, has a husband and everything, but the bitch tried to lie to my ex, telling her, "Oh, Jay's been stalking me. Jay's this." That's toxic. Why are you interfering in my relationship when I fucking left you alone 5 years ago and I never bother you? I just asked, why did you choose him over me? But whatever. I didn't need explanation because she fucked up. I didn't. But at the end, the moment the line was crossed, I put that bitch on the spot, and everybody saw it. And I put proof that she's been stalking me. She's been looking at my shit and got it. And then behind my back talking shit about my ex. But then you telling me, mad scared, oh, I'm gonna get the cops because that's a defamation that you're putting a fake reputation on me. And in reality, hold on, let me finish this part. Then I should put you in jail because you're putting a fake bullshit reputation on me with my ex. So who looks stupid here in reality? And then you talk about that I need to see a therapist. Bitch, I see a therapist. I'm not ashamed of that. You need to see a therapist because you got raped by your father 10 years ago and you never fucking reported it. And I'm psycho? Yes, I put it on the spot. I don't give a fuck.
But yo, listen. I'm gonna say this last thing, cause what you call I gotta step out and all that shit. But listen, and I'm gonna be real with you, and I'm gonna say this last thing though. I hear you and all that, and to each his own, and everybody has their own experiences, and I'm sorry that you guys had to go through what you had to go through, because I have my own experiences, and I went through what I've went through, and what made me stronger and what made me be who I am today was those experiences. So
Yeah.
it's not that I'm saying that it's okay that those things happen, because I've been through the physical, I've been through the cheating, I've been through all that bullshit.
You know what that means? That means only the strong survive.
Yeah, I've learned from it, but also the one thing you always have to do and always remember, bro, your past is your past, and it goes for anybody. And I'm gonna leave you out with this: your past is your past, but always when you feel like you with a significant other that you see yourself with in the long run, and you choose, remember, key word, choose, because you don't have to choose to to tell that person about your past, because your past is your past. But always remember this: before you say anything about your past, keep them on their toes by saying, yo, before I tell you anything about me and what happened in my past, just know my past is my past is my past, but my past is what made me today.
Exactly. And it's true. I agree with you 100%. And mainly I want to say this too. Just say one, like, let me continue that part. If you're gonna mention anything about your past, the person needs to know it from you. Everyone else cannot get involved and tell your past story if that's not even their job or responsibility to tell people your past, because that's something personal to yourself, and that's something that everyone needs to understand that. And if there's certain things you don't want to talk about, you gotta respect that no matter what, because that person's not ready to talk about it. And I agree with you 100% with that.
And all I gotta say is this.
I think the most important thing before you even get to the next person is to make sure that you are able to see the red flags clearly from the beginning and not ignore them.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because you know what? I'm gonna piggyback off what God has said. My grandmother always told me, yo, don't walk into no relationship being a pendejo, because because women are like sharks. Like a shark, when a shark smells blood in the water, they attack,
They go for it.
because that's their initial instinct. So women have this thing that men don't have. They could smell a pendejo from a mile away, and that's where the attraction starts. And that's when you start to meet the representative. Not all women, but some women. So when we're talking about toxic shit and toxic women, what I can really say, and I'm gonna leave y'all off with, is that my grandma always said, "Don't be a pendejo. Don't walk around with sucker all over your forehead." And the one thing is, she knows she got a real one, and she can't play you like that. When you too good, you too fucking good. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Being here, Chris.
And I see, and what you call it, amen to the whole thing. Thank you for having me. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram. God has got all my information, so follow me if y'all want to, for all the fans and her fans. Goddess, I appreciate you and supporting me and what I do. I support you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't leave me out. I'll be supporting you.
Stay away from that toxic, my man, because you looking like that Pokemon, that fucking toxic Pokemon, nigga. Stop doing
Fuck that. Fuck out of here. I'm done with all that shit.
It was
Nah,
lit.
but
This conversation was lit, and it was lit talking to y'all like always. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Stay up, you know, dream big, pray big, and I'll holla at y'all.
bro.
Jay, you have anything to say before I say the closing argument here?
Well, all I gotta say is like, it's almost the same thing that Chris was saying. Everybody gotta learn that we're all humans. We all make mistakes, but we learn from it, so not to repeat it. So if anybody that went through almost similarity that BMF went through, or that what Rishi went through, or anybody that I went through, what Chris went through, I just hope to know, like, you know, like I hate to say mad, corny, or cliche, y'all not alone in this. Everybody's been through it, and it's like I said, don't play the victim. Just know what was wrong and what was right, and it just takes a humble and honorable person to admit their wrongs and right. And there's like one thing I noticed, when a person doesn't change a story and they keep telling them the truth no matter what, and they're showing you, and the story has never changed, always admit this. And I learned this from the 90s, watching like all those horror movies, all those crime shows. That person is actually being honest. If he's not changing his story up, if he's not doing this, listen, being toxic is not cute. Following people is not cute. Having the wrong people around you is not cute. Yeah, if you made like, listen, BMF have made mistakes. I made mistakes in my past. We all made mistakes. We're not perfect. But at the end, the reason why we like what Chris said, we are the way we are, is because we learned from it, we grew out of it, and we make sure we don't repeat the same cycle. So if anybody don't want to take that advice, go fuck yourself. But if y'all want to take that advice, trust me when I say this is a long run for happiness, and it's a long run to keep yourself going and motivated.
And we're talking from experience. So I'm gonna just to round all of that up. A toxic woman is someone who makes others feel bad with their words or actions. They bring others down more than up, and they leave people exhausted, emotionally drained, and negative. Obviously, there are levels of toxicity. Some people are highly toxic, leaving people worse off with even brief meetings. But thank you, Jay. You do.
Nah, thank you. Like I said, it's an honor. Love being in your show. Love being the guest, co-host, everything. Is always the best experience.
Good night, guys, and may the force be with you.
Good night, everybody.